Well, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Vex, and today we're back with some more Supermarket Simulator. But what we're really here for today isn't the supermarket. Um, I have some more crazy news that just like dropped last night. So I was about to head to bed last night. I think it was around 11 or close to midnight, sometime around there. And I'm looking at YouTube because I haven't been on YouTube all day. I haven't been watching anything, so I don't know what's been going on the outside world, man. I've been so like locked in. But I see that a post is made from none other than NIKOCADO Avocado. Yes, that NIKOCADO Avocado. The one who's done crazy stuff like this.
Yes, 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 yes.
And like this.
Oh, it's big. Here we go. Here we go. Beastie Boo Boo's sandwich. Beastie Boo Boo's sandwich.
And how could we forget this one?
Right. Put it down. Oh, it's my finger. You got a wrench on me. It's a wrench on me. I'll tell
He's back, bro. He pulled a complete 180, 360, whatever the heck you want to call it. Bro got us, man. So NIKOCADO Avocado just recently dropped a video titled Two Steps Ahead. And it's from his famous quote where he has that villain-like monologue and he's like, I'm always
2 steps ahead. I am always 2 steps ahead. This has been the greatest social experiment I've come to know.
2 steps ahead. 2 steps ahead. Because, he was talking about just his entire, weight gain journey and just all of that and his career at the time. And he was going on about how he was just 2 steps ahead of everyone all the time. And now we see why. So if you know NIKOCADO Avocado, you'll know that he was once a vegan YouTuber. He started off as a vegan YouTuber, went on to meet his husband on a vegan website, Facebook group for men, and ended up moving to Colombia over there and started his YouTube channel. And since he didn't have a lot to do over there, he was recording a lot all the time. And that was the beginning of the NIKOCADO Avocado channel, where we'd see him eat different amounts of food, but it was usually vegan food. And later on, eventually, he went on to stop being a vegan YouTuber. He just wasn't in love with the community anymore. He felt it was very just, not for him, that, vegans were always making things about being vegan. And, we kind of know the memes regarding that now. And so he quit that and started doing, non-vegan food mukbangs, which, once he made his first big mukbang video, he was quoted talking about how he had gotten 50,000 views in his first video, and someone commenting where's the next one. So he was very much encouraged to make more mukbang content, and so he did. And that is how we ended up with the NIKOCADO Avocado that we all knew and love, the one who's always yelling brace and is always about to, toot himself or, cry and smack Orlin around. So, this entire time that we've been seeing NIKOCADO and his journey through his weight gain through these mukbangs, everyone had always been like, yo, you're going to get to a point where this is going to be too much. You're going to be morbidly obese. It's not good for your health. The whole 9 yards, the whole script and keywords that they tell everyone who starts doing these things. And for a while, it just really seemed like Nick didn't care. you know, like he was going to keep doing what he was doing, and he was not tripping about his weight. And then eventually he'd, you know, make videos where he was, you know, tripping about his weight and talking about how his life is ruined and now he could have had a better life, you know, and he could have. He was very much an amazing violin player. He was an amazing violin player from what we know. He always talked about how he used to play the violin. I think there was even a video of like a professional violinist. I think that's how you say it. I don't really know. But someone who plays the violin, a professional, look over kind of like videos of Nick playing and determine that he like was, you know, professional level where he was at when he was playing the violin back then. So, you know, Nick could have had a much better, you know, life than what he was living at the time when he was seemingly very overweight and not having an amazing time, right? And so we have this video with a 3-minute intro, and he's going on about how this has been the greatest social experiment of his life. And I think that's wild. I mean, he got us. Like,
in a club with some wines and I'm piling down. Shawty got me out too high. I be stepping on the beach in some white ones. Can't control, I think I'm too fly.
He goes into the intro, you know, talking about how everyone is very like susceptible to these things and how easy it is for people to fall into like caring about the life of someone so deeply and being so invested in what they're doing, and you know, just his journey, you know, through this entire situation, right? And how it's just a villain monologue. Honestly, this is the best way I could explain it.
2 steps ahead. I am always 2 steps ahead. This has been the greatest social experiment for my entire life. It's alluring, it's compelling, it's gripping to observe all these unwell, disoriented beings roam the internet in search of stories, ideas, rivalries, where they feel encouraged and engaged, where they involve themselves with the stories and become a product of influence. Thirsty for a distraction from time unspent, spoiling their minds, yet stimulating them at the same time. It's brilliant, and it's dangerous.
It's just a villain monologue about watching ants walking together, all consuming all this content, you know, all these people who are bored, who are filling their minds with this brain rot to stimulate themselves, because it's like they spend all day doing nothing but at the same time doing something by watching these videos, by watching, you know, the internet and getting so invested in people's stories and in the drama and what's going on. You know, he was talking about how everyone is like a disoriented being out there searching for stories and stuff like that.
I feel as if I'm monitoring ants on an ant farm. One follows another, follows another, follows another. It's mesmerizing. It's spellbinding. All these little consumers, all of these lost and bored people. People consuming anything that they're told to consume. So I am the villain, because I've made myself one. And you will continue to consume these stories about me year after year after year, for as long as I tell the internet that I am the villain. Stories that permeate and linger and infect the minds of the ants, influence the ants, brainwash the ants. You are the ants.
Look at this dude. Wait till you see the.
To be involved with, and I think he's right. I mean, a lot of people really fell into documenting his life, documenting the many times that he was upset, documenting his downs, and sometimes documenting his ups too. But the biggest thing is that people... Hold on, give me a sec. Okay, we're back. Sorry. My cats were messing with some pens I've got. Where was I? Crap, I forgot. But... yeah, people were very invested in the Nick story. People were obviously, like, you know, always talking about how he was going to eat himself to death, how he was going to get morbidly obese, and it was going to get harder for him to do things. There were times where Nick would also talk about how at any point he could lose the weight if he really wanted to. But it was just like, you know, him falling into these cycles, the same way that most mukbang YouTubers usually do, falling into the cycle of wanting to lose weight, then blaming it on the viewers because the viewers want to see this content, but then talking about how their life could have been better. So then they start talking about dieting and going on a weight loss journey, and then they start talking about how they've been slowly sneaking food here and there, so they haven't really been sticking to their diet. And then it just becomes like an entire thing again, you know what I mean? So for a long time, that is how we were observing Nick. Nick was just going through these cycles of wanting to do it, but then not committing to it, and then, you know, not completing his goals. I think, oh crap, I think I shit. And so he goes into it with like this 3-minute intro, and how he's always 2 steps ahead. He unveils himself, you know, he takes off the mask, and it's him. It's him all skinny again. You know, and he has like his beard, and he's all scruffy and stuff, and like, you know, he just looks great. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, he looks great. He looks completely skinny again. He looks just a little bit more beefy than like when he first started YouTube. If you do a comparison, obviously he was a lot younger then, so, you know, it'd be crazy to expect him to get that slim again, but I'm sure he could. I mean, hey, I mean, look at how slim he got now. He completely shed the pounds that he had put on. I mean, he went from this to this.
What do you think? Here I go. Cheers, everyone, to a new era.
And so you can imagine my surprise when he pulls up in the video, and I had a feeling, man. I mean, like, I've been watching not his content directly, but his content through other creators, and just like his involvement with some creators that I watch, like his involvement with Oompaville. When they had that collaboration back then, that shit broke the internet. That was crazy, because, you know, you never saw Nick out of character. It was a moment where you kind of felt like you were seeing a different type of Nick, you know what I mean? It was a different side of him that was just a lot more down to earth, a lot more genuine. You didn't see all the crying and farting and this and that. I mean, you did a little bit. He still had those tendencies even when he was there, but it was a lot like less, you know, heavier than it was normally on his than it was normally on his videos. So that was good. It was a different side of Nick that we never got to see. So it was nice when was able to bring that out of him. And so we definitely all wanted more. You know, they had their podcast going together, and then they just abruptly ended it. I guess they just couldn't work together. It was getting really hard for them to work together, from what I recall in a video talking about why they stopped doing videos about it. But you know, it was amazing to kind of have the idea that Nick could lose all the weight and he could make, you know, a journey about it. He could have gained all his subscribers back because he's been in countless dramas when he was, and so there's so much to the story that it's like, I would definitely recommend you watching other people's videos about NIKOCADO Avocado and how he's been on here. I just came across 2 videos that are, one is 4 hours and another one is 7 hours. So it's like, I'm sorry, you know, I'm one to make hour-long videos as well, and I know I'm a victim of that, but you know, these videos are just very much more well put together and informative than what I could ever do, at least right now. So I definitely recommend, you know, watching these if you want to get like a deeper inside scoop on this whole thing, because people have known about Nick for a long time. It's not like he's new. He's been around for so long. So if you don't know NIKOCADO Avocado, that's more surprising than if you did, right? So getting back to it, someone I remember commented talking about how he could definitely make, you know, a series about him losing all the weight that he has gained and getting back to healthy again, and that people would enjoy that, you know. There's been a lot of other YouTubers in the past who have talked about how they were going to go on a weight loss journey and making their YouTube about it, but then end up becoming locals. Amber Reed. Oops, damn, I couldn't even do the fucking joke right because I couldn't even say the name right in the cough. But so, you know, the idea that he could do that was just always there, but, you know, it never seemed like Nick wanted to take that avenue. But it seems like he did, just in a different way. So this is where we now get into my theory of everything, right? So, NIKOCADO Avocado, in the video, there's a moment where, like, he talks about how he wakes up from a dream and how he has shed, you know, I forget how many, it is something in 50 pounds, you know. I'll roll the clip here.
Today I woke up from a very long dream, and I also woke up having lost 250 pounds off of my body. Yet just yesterday, people were calling me fat and sick and boring and irrelevant.
And so he talks about how he woke up from a dream and he's shed all this, you know, all this weight, you know, he's skinny again. And it's like, you know, like he said, it was a social experiment, so I can understand the description of I woke up from a dream. You know, it's like he's saying, like, you know, he went to sleep when he decided to do the social experiment. Like, the day he decided to do the social experiment was the day he went to sleep for a very long time. And it's like he's woken up from his experiment now to, you know, gather the results. Kind of like a mad scientist would when he gets super involved with his, you know, creations and stuff like that. So I think that's kind of like what Nick did. He did go into this knowing well how it was going to turn out, knowing what was going to happen, maybe. I mean, maybe not entirely along the way. He was probably winging it for the most part and then kind of figured it out sort of later on. But he lets it slip that, you know, he took off the fat suit.
It's all over. We were just dreaming. I just took off the fat suit. Yeah, I just took it off, and here I am.
And so I'm in between two theories where, like, he either had a fat suit the entire damn time that he was acting like he was gaining weight. He either was able to afford having a progressively fatter, you know, over time fat suit to show the weight, or this man genuinely put on all that weight, fed into the character of NIKOCADO Avocado, the one we know, because obviously, you know, he's a lot different now. The way he speaks, the way he acts, you know, it's like that. It's like I hear Nick, but a little bit of sane in him, if that makes sense. The Nick that I hear talking, you know, kind of doesn't sound like the Nick that's gonna burst out into tears or burst out into yelling "Brace!" or burst out into, you know, shitting himself on camera. It's a different Nick. It doesn't feel like the same one that we spent countless years watching fuss over his weight gain and fuss over what's going on. So I feel like, you know, he very much well played into this character of being, you know, morbidly obese and whatnot. And I think with that, he pre-recorded videos. I mean, just a couple of days ago, he was posting. I just checked his channels, all the fucking channels he has. This man has like 20 channels. I checked every channel, and in some of those, he has videos that were posted a couple days ago, a couple months ago, where he's still fat. So obviously, this man has pre-recorded so many videos that it's hard to tell when he really started the weight loss journey, because he records in the same place, in the same room background, whether it be a little different room or whatever. It's usually the same place. So he could have pre-recorded these videos well years into advance. I mean, this man has so much time and stuff on his hands. Who's to know when he really started the weight loss journey? And that's where I think that it was maybe after the collaboration with Oompaville, because that was around a year ago, I think now. And after that collaboration, he stopped being seen. He kind of went quiet, and we never heard or kind of saw for him.
You
for
miss
a bit.
me so much. I know.
Until he started
Those
posting
8
again
years.
and started going on about his weight loss. So I have a feeling
longer.
that during that time that he's
I
been
know.
away,
How many years
he
were
had
it?
obviously
How
pre-recorded the
many
videos that
years?
he was
Tell
going to release.
How many
He
years
obviously
were we
knew what he
suffering
was going to
for?
complain about. He knew what he was going to
Too
cry
many,
about.
yeah.
He knew what he was going to talk about.
I
And
know,
he
my
did
baby.
it so that we
I had no
wouldn't
choice.
have, like, we
I had no
could
choice.
never tell. We got
But Daddy's
fooled.
back.
I mean, he's right. We all fell into, while not trying to be parasocial with NIKOCADO AVOCADO, we fell into a parasocial relationship by being so invested in the fact that he was willingly killing himself, seemingly, for YouTube. And now it turns out that it was false. It was his social experiment, I'm assuming, to figure out how close
People are the most messed up
near
creatures
to
on the
this
entire
quote-unquote
planet.
case or situation the entire world
And
or
yet I've
internet
still
would
managed
get
to stay
based off of seeing someone
2
willingly
steps
destroy their lives
ahead
like this and seemingly not doing everything that they have in their power to do so, especially if they could. I mean, Nick always talked about how he could lose the weight, and we would always be like, then do it. Go ahead. No one's stopping you. Go ahead and lose the weight. But he just seemingly wouldn't. And now he has. I mean, it's clear that he could. It's clear that he could. And he did. He lost all the weight. And I mean, look at him. Like, it's crazy. And this man goes on to then talk about, like, at the end of his video, you know, skipping a little bit to the end of his video, he's like, oh yeah, please consider subscribing because I'm going to start posting again. I don't even know if people still like me or if the people are going to subscribe.
Welcome to NIKOCADO 2. This is my second channel, and I hope you consider subscribing because I don't even know if people like me or if they want to hear from me. I haven't made a video for like 2 years.
Bro, you fooled us. You got us. And you did exactly everything that we hoped you would, but you did it in a very roundabout way without cluing us in. And so I'm sure your long time awaited fans who have wanted to see you thrive, who have wanted to see you lose the weight so you can move again, so you could get out again, so you could possibly go back to doing the things you love, maybe possibly pick up the violin again. Maybe we start seeing, you know, NIKOCADO violin, you know, videos. We start seeing a little bit of stuff that we never like knew he liked before. People aren't interested in you, Nick, and the real you, and the you that could have been. They weren't interested in this person who was destroying their lives and not wanting to do something better for them. They were more interested in the person that you could be, this person of, you know, good faith, of a healthy lifestyle, of going back to doing the things they loved and not continuously hurt themselves through, you know, eating themselves to death. Your fans are going to appreciate, maybe, you know, not right away and a bit of, you know, roundabout, and they might, you know, be a little bit upset, but I know people are going to come around and they're going to see that you could do it, and you did. You proved us wrong. And for a long time, a lot of people maybe were preying on your downfall because they just thought that you weren't going to be able to get back to your prime. You weren't going to be able to get back to a good standing where you felt comfortable, and you know, that we just continuously see you complain. And it is great that you lost all the weight, man. I mean, it's great that you're back and you're seemingly doing healthy. He's doing videos with his parrot again, who was in Colombia last time we knew. So who knows if Nick has now since then moved back to Colombia, or if he brought the bird back with him to where he's staying. It's not very clear. He's not very, like, talkative about the entire situation. So he's avoiding talking about it, or maybe he just doesn't feel like he has a need to talk about it, considering, you know, like what his usual videos are. But he gives us a regular mukbang. He's eating with his parrot, and both. So he dropped another video also on his second channel. It's just a regular mukbang, nothing crazy. It's just him and Mr. Noodle eating cheesy spicy noodles this time, instead of spicy noodles like he was in his initial video, in the 2 Steps Ahead video. So he doesn't talk about it at all. He doesn't reference this at all. Doesn't give us anything. Just him eating with his parrot, chilling, having a good time, and talking about how he hasn't done this in a while. So it's clear that he has taken a break from mukbangs during his weight loss journey, obviously. I mean, he had to cut back on all that eating to be able to lose all the weight. So it's clear that he hasn't done this in a while, but he just gets right back into it. And I mean, obviously, I think now he's going to be on a very much more strict diet to not gain the weight that he had back. But, you know, clearly this was all just some social experiment planned by him. And the fact that it worked, I mean, he got us. No one was expecting this. It's almost the end of 2024, and this is, I think, by far the craziest thing since the Drake and Kendrick beef. By far the craziest thing since Cat Williams appearing on Shay's podcast and dropping the entire bomb of the year that started all of this. I mean, you know, there's a lot of stuff that has happened, and this is up there. This is up there with that stuff. I wholeheartedly believe that this is crazy news. I couldn't believe it. When I saw the video drop, I was like, I have to make a video on this right now. But instead, I went to sleep so that I could then make the video right now. And be able to be in the right mindset to kind of explain this thing to you guys, because it's crazy. I mean, you know, definitely go check out the video for yourself. Follow NIKOCADO, drop a subscribe. You know, I don't necessarily know if he needs it, if he's good in the financials. I know definitely if you were to pick over who to subscribe, I would generously ask you to subscribe to me, because I'm just starting off, and I could definitely use the subscribers. But you know, go follow Nick and follow him and us on this journey of seeing what he gets up to now. I'm excited of what content he ends up bringing. I mean, this is just, it's all shocking. I was not expecting this. You know, he definitely pulled a fast one on us. And I mean, he got healthy, guys. NIKOCADO got healthy. And it's, I hope that this continues to be the case. I hope he doesn't fall back into, you know, the mukbang style that he was doing before. That would not be fun to see. We definitely want to see him thriving, feeling better, and continuing to do good. Again, definitely recommend that, like, you know, him starting to play violin again, or him starting to do, you know, other things that he loved to doing is definitely the way to go. I mean, Nick has a variety of different avenues he could take right now, and to make hella content out of it. I mean, you know, he's got it. He's got a good thing going right now. So it's definitely crazy. I mean, the rise and fall of this is wild. You know, we again, he's been through countless trauma, whether it's been with other mukbangers, whether it's been with, you know, people like Trisha, people on the internet. He was just a very problematic person at the time back then, and you know, I feel like it was a huge part of that character he played, but how much of that was a character and how much of, you know, the real Nick are we going to get to see? And again, that goes back into saying, like, you know, the way Nick talks, the way Nick speaks right now, it definitely feels different than the Nick we had before. So I definitely think that there is a change. He definitely feels like he's dropped the character, if not this being another character. I don't know. I hope not. I mean, for you know, the benefit of everything else, I definitely hope that this is like the real Nick, you know. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see what happened. This is all crazy stuff for me. I can't believe this just happened. I know this is a lot different video than what you're usually used to me doing. I know I usually, like, am playing this and you know, talking about a small amount of different things, but it's crazy out here, man. I was not expecting this. Nick, what the heck, bro? Nick caught me off guard and dropped this out of nowhere, made me change up my whole flow, made me change up the way I do, you know, my videos, just to be able to come talk to you guys about this, because it is wild. I mean, if NIKOCADO losing all his weight and coming back to YouTube skinny with his parrot and making mukbang videos again like nothing happened was on your 2024 bingo sheet, then count me, you know, dumb for thinking that this is wild stuff. But it is wild stuff. So, you know, I'm excited to see what comes from this. This is wild. I mean, I was not expecting it. You know, he starts off with a villain monologue. He has his little panda hat. What the hell was that even about? I mean, I guess it makes sense, you know. I definitely assumed at first that it was like someone else under there. But then oh crap, I just thought of something else. This begs to ask the question, did Orlin lose all the weight too? Are we going to see skinny Orlin back as well? Oh man, that's crazy. I didn't think about that until right now, because Orlin isn't in any of these videos either. It's just Nick and Mr. Noodle. So who knows where Orlin is at and what he's up to. If he lost all the weight, that'd be the craziest comeback ever. I mean, you know, the craziest crossover ever. This feels like a crazy Twilight Zone episode. I mean, who would have thought? I'm still baffled. I mean, seeing him, you know, pull off that helmet and then go on about talking about ants and this social experiment. Again, I think it's crazy. I mean, it's true. People were so invested with Nick and telling him that he was going to die, telling him that he was going to kill himself with all this food in game, and talking about how he needed to get on this weight loss journey. He needed to take care of himself a lot better, and that he needed to stop playing around if he wanted to, you know, be here a lot longer than what he was. Did I just give her more change? God dang it. And so this comes as a surprise to everyone. Trust me, everyone is shocked. I mean, this is going to break the internet if it hasn't already. Nick losing all that weight is crazy. But again, I'm happy. I can't wait to see all my other favorite YouTubers talk about this. I can't wait to see what Oomp says. That's going to be hilarious. I know people are probably tagging him. I can't wait to see what Ken says. Cinnamon Toast Ken, if you guys have heard of his channel. Him and Dane, very hilarious guys. Can't wait to see what they talk about. Oh, Charlie. Charlie's definitely going to make a video on this. Charlie has talked about Nick a bunch of times before, and I wouldn't be surprised if even Muda made a video on this situation. Turkey Tom probably too. I mean, all my favorite YouTubers are going to come together as the Avengers and possibly make the greatest set of NIKOCADO avocado videos, and I just can't wait to see it. But I mean, I had to try and hop on it first. I had to try and get this out as quickly as I could. I would have done it right away, but I just had to get that rest, you feel me? And yeah, I mean, this is crazy stuff. I'm probably gonna continue playing the rest of this, like, you know, day out as I finish, you know, up the video. But that's really genuinely about it for me. I mean, I just wanted to get on here and talk about this situation. I know that this is a very short episode, you know, 5 of Supermarket, but like it definitely was. I wanted to get on this fast. I mean, I had other things to talk about too. You know, the video originally was supposed to be about Galaxy Gas, this Travis Scott music situation with Billboard, the new Minecraft movie, the Chase money glitch, which, full disclaimer, it is not a money glitch, okay? Let me let you know right now. That is wire fraud. That is check wire fraud, or whatever, if it's not the BOF or whatever. But it's a fraud, okay? You cannot do that and expect free money, okay? So anyone who has told you that this is a glitch, they're lying to you. Do not fall for this, okay? And then also how Amy Slayton got arrested recently after getting bit by a camel at a Tennessee zoo. So, you know, the original video was supposed to be a lot different, but I had to get on this. I had to jump on this and get this out and you know, let you guys know what is going on. I'm definitely not the YouTuber to get into like specifics yet. You know, I still have a long way to go before I'm able to like gather all the proper information to make a more detailed video like that. But just based off of what I know, what you would know if you were also in the know of this situation, and, you know, based off of just what I've let you know on right now. This is crazy, you know, and this is definitely unexpected. It is a wild time in the internet sphere. So I know Twitter's gonna be popping with this. I know streamers are gonna get into this pretty soon. This news is gonna be big in a couple hours today, as we further get onto the day and people realize that he's back and start seeing the news. So look forward to the many countless videos coming out on Nick, and I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I'm sorry it was a short one, and if you wanted to see more supermarket like gameplay, I'm also sorry for that too. I definitely want to get more into it. I mean, as you can tell, I expanded, and hooray for that. That is definitely a huge achievement for us because now we have more space. I was thinking about getting another product license earlier, but then I was thinking about how I don't have any space for that. So I need to figure out what type of food I'm buying and what needs to be in there so that I can like start selling it properly. So we'll get back into some more Supermarket Simulator here soon. For those of you guys who haven't been on the channel in a bit, I'm going to, before the upload of this video, upload the rest of my socials onto my descriptor whatever area. I've been doing not like crazy streams, but like some stream time on my Twitch that I started, just to be able to get clips of me playing other games that I can then maybe use as like background gameplay, like while I talk about situations like this. So some of the games I've been playing lately have been Minecraft and Fortnite. I've been getting a bit more into Fortnite off of YouTube, while I've been playing other games and stuff like that. I think I mentioned in my last episode that. And so that's what I've been streaming over there. So definitely check me out on Twitch. Definitely check out my socials. I have my Instagram and my Twitter posted as well. Go ahead and drop a follow over there. I'll be trying to keep advertising like when new videos come and when new stuff is coming, and also when I'm going to be streaming, if I ever just do a stream or whatever. I was thinking about doing a Wukong stream maybe this weekend sometime, where it's just, me going around playing. So you guys can definitely come and interact with me more in a more live setting if you guys would like to. And then that way you guys can also be able to see me playing something other than this if you guys, want to go back to that. I know I had other games I was playing, and so Supermarket is a very kind of niche area for those who kind of like these type of games. But we're going to get up there. We're going to obviously become a Walmart at some point. I guarantee it. Don't worry. This place is gonna go places, and we're gonna have shelves here. We're gonna have freezers over here. We're gonna be able to revamp the entire area and have it just look nice, kind of like aisles. There's no more coffee. Okay, sorry, sir. I'll get back on that. I need to get people to like go back to stock. I don't keep meaning to shortchange all these people. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for today. We were talking about the NIKOCADO avocado crazy, not drama, but crazy transformation. Definitely make sure to check out his channels. I'll link their links down in the description below to go check out. That way you can see the videos for yourself. Go check out Mr. Noodle. Go check out Nick doing crazy stuff on his channel. Bro, my cat just walked all over my damn keyboard as if I'm not sitting here recording a video. So go check out Nick, and go check out the other links I've posted with videos talking about the entire situation leading up to now, so that you can get a better understanding of what was going on if you didn't, or if it's been a while since you've kept up with old Nick, then there you go. Now you have a video that will document everything that's been going on. It has been a crazy time, and crazy times are to come. So I'm looking. Are you serious? Are you doing this again? You're gonna just walk through like I'm not recording this video? Okay. My cat says hi, by the way. I think he wants me to get off here and start paying attention to him. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to end off this video. I'm going to finish stocking these shelves and end the day off. We did good in this very short bit of time that I had. I did a good job of getting expanded, at least getting all the products stocked shelves, and getting, oh crap, I forgot about this, getting money while I'm, you know, over here yapping about this new breaking news. But yeah, so if you enjoyed today's video, consider dropping a like, consider subscribing. We're gonna have more videos out soon. I'm gonna try and get back more on track. I'm gonna have a vacation from work here soon as well, so I'm going to definitely be making more content, doing a bit more stream, so that way you guys can check me out, kind of have a better understanding of, you know, who the creator you're watching is, and hopefully you guys consider coming back more often when I drop more often as well. So if you know, if you liked, like, if you didn't, cool. Ha. Anyways, hope you guys have a good one, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Trip in my room, feeling like a cartoon. Mask on, mask off, I'm a Looney Tune. Walking through with the strength of a monsoon. Gotta play it cool, gotta see my mom soon. I'm higher than I should be, not as high as I could be. Yup, getting high at the movies. These some Mario